thinking about blasting the heat till you're gone, and that'll probably leave a scar on my heart. I know them boys from way back, we used to play in the park, but now you banged out, huh? And I ain't from your hood, so it's fuck me, huh? Good, that's understood. So when I see you, I'ma fire on you. Don't say what's up to me, nigga. Business is good, don't need your company, nigga. I shake hands with demons on a daily basis. These motherfuckers got familiar faces. They got a name for them, I think they call them friends. It's hard to find out what love is and hate begins. How you niggas slithering through your snake skin? If that's a part of you, we can't relate then. Cause I'd rather have real enemies than fake friends. I'd much rather have real enemies than fake friends. I used to pass the blunt, too high to analyze who I was amongst. That could've got me touched. My father told me once, look at them people that surround you. 5 years from now, them same niggas might try to drown you. It ain't like I didn't believe it, I just couldn't conceive it. At that moment in time, that was some shit I couldn't agree with, but peep it. Let's fast forward to now. I crack a smile that's more like a smirk. Dog, my feelings is hurt. Same niggas I used to let sleep on my floors is reaching for force. When they see me stuffed in a casket, preachers involved. Either that or they speaking the law. Niggas is raw and need to be cooked. He got me shook. It's like, who can you trust? Should I bust or should I dap him? Show him some love, give him a hug, or should I clap him? Wow, that's the duality in my reality. The thin line between heaven and hell that I'm balancing, but still I shake hands with demons on a daily basis. These motherfuckers got familiar faces. They got a name for them, I think they call them friends. It's hard to find out what love is and hate begins. How you niggas slithering through your snake skin? If that's a part of you, we can't relate then. Cause I'd rather have real enemies than fake friends. I'd much rather have real enemies than fake friends.
Block Talks, episode 42. We're talking about what you do with your energy. Right now, you're about to hear a composition by Cam, the Block and Stott EP, called P-O-E-T-S. That's Poet.
Up and down the globe around. Don't waste your time with posing clowns. This how music's supposed to sound. That's life, we poets now. Up and down the globe around. Don't waste your time with posing clowns. This how music's supposed to sound. That's life, we poets now.
It's poetry, don't ever think my focus leaves. I'm here to choke MCs, take a piss on your rhyme book. Rolling a spliff and then I'm cooked. Feeling left behind, seems my friend's low and my stress is high. Don't even bug me before I go and get the pesticides. Testify, even if you're not guilty, I don't need these needles. Think you under my skin, but not really. A dose is served, let the potion swirl. Guess most don't learn, so my poetry is more like spoken word. Going for a billion, yes, adapted with my chameleon vest. Giving stories that shake the sphere like William S. May have came a long way, but we ain't feeling them yet. Lyrical assault, get your homies hit. Think you dope, but you won't be sick. Looking real stupid, this is real music, so do away with your phony shit.
Up and down the globe around. Don't waste your time with posing clowns. This how music's supposed to sound. That's life, we poets now. Up and down the globe around. Don't waste your time with posing clowns. This how music's supposed to sound. That's life, we poets now.
Sonnets a limerick rude, I'm slick and crude, full of flair like I oiled my ego. Due respect given as I'm driven 4x4. More thump in the trunk, blue fall through doors. Kicking negativity with creativity. Universally taking action starting within me. Isn't it Bixby how I parade notes? Not an antibacterial how I parry joust. Hyperbolic, parabolic, active anecdotes. Give thanks to the Most High, whether I boast or endear roast. Toasting accomplishments as we compose. Fluctuating phonetically as I transpose thoughts from my mind through mental windows. Painting images with prose that improve in poem. If you heard the flow going, then you know them. Excellence of execution with this education elevation.
Up and down the globe around. Don't waste your time with posing clowns. This how music's supposed to sound. That's life, we poets now. Up and down the globe around. Don't waste your time with posing clowns. This how music's supposed to sound. That's life, we poets now. Somehow, some way, same old cliche. Deja vu with instant replay. Feel like running so far away, cause living in hell make it hard to pray. Let's Let's get it like Marvin Gaye. Spend days in the rain, can you feel my pain? Fell off for a minute, myself to blame, but the love from fam dog helped me change. Took aim at life, every day's a fight. All alone in my zone when I pray to Christ. I kiss my kids before I say goodnight. It's a brand new me getting paid to write. That's right. The few times that I tried to run, I always came back for my daughter and son. Look, dying over drugs ain't part of the fun. The mistakes I made, they taught me some. Up and down, the globe around. Don't waste your time with posing clowns. This how music's supposed to sound. That's life, we poets now. Up and down, the globe around. Don't waste your time with posing clowns. This how music's supposed to sound. That's life, we poets now.
Alright, we're gonna talk about the top 10 artists, MCs for the month of November on LB. We have Evil Twin with 26 points at number 10. Blood Rapper in the Forum with 28 at number 9. 29 points has Moni at number 8. The 7th spot has Charlie Mack with 31 points. Illa with 40 points is at the number 6 spot. One ahead of him in points and position is Hades Smile, who is one behind Divine in points and position, with number 3 being Free Kid, 59 points. Linwood Shame being 104 points at number 2. And Bobby Blanco being being in number 1 spot with 153 points. Now you get these points by directing traffic to your battles, having those who support you, and you have to believe in yourself and get these people to see your battles. It starts as battles, it leads to promotions, it leads to performances, it leads to all kinds of opportunities. We've had artists go to KOTD through LB. We've had established industries artists mess with LB for a bit. I mean, if you were to take some time to go through the catalog of 500,000 plus tracks on lb.com/tracks, you'd realize since from beta to broadcast, LB's been putting in work. We are going to play a track by Stoddy P with Interp after we talk about the top 5 ranked hoods, which is Tampa at number 5, Seattle at number 4, Baltimore at number 3, Compton at number 2, and at the number 1 spot, New Glasgow. Hip-hop is now dominated in the battle realm by Let'sBeef.com, the North. Let's keep it that way.
Yelling who's the hardest out. I'm better off without selling drugs and maybe rap too. I'm better off without know the truth. I don't gotta ask you beyond a reasonable doubt. Following the image, guns and tattoos, but I'm better off without you. I'm better off without yelling who's the hardest out. I'm better off without selling drugs and maybe rap too. I'm better off without know the truth. I don't gotta ask you beyond a reasonable doubt. Following the image, guns and tattoos, but I'm better off without. Yo, I'm better off without. Yo, I'm better off without. Maybe I would be better off without this weed smoke cough. Maybe I'm better off cold when my heat goes off. Make you run yours, focus, but I'm better off homeless than living under these slum lords. Ensues the scuffle, made it through another day. When the dust hit, they tell me live it up, rather give up. Attitude is fuck it. It's nothing I can handle though. Candle burns low before the ambulance reach. I need to find the antidote. Better off giving me an offer that's too big. Better keeping my thoughts to myself. Rap's useless. Instead of hearing this, you better off using a toxic Q-tip. Nuisance, probably not suited to be. My Timberland boot prints follow me like a stalker does. Antisocial folks in my circle, you be smart not to talk to us. Shouldn't have checked myself out the hospital where the doctor was. Maybe the safest place, and I ain't making this up like a naked face. On that fateful day, make no mistake, knock me down, I'ma get up. Even if I stumble stumble, I'll get up. This jungle I could get rid of. Yes, good luck comes to the highest bidder. Better if I don't drink and smoke for my lungs and liver. Really rather be seen as humble instead of yelling who's the hardest out. I'm better off without selling drugs and maybe rap too. I'm better off without know the truth. I don't gotta ask you beyond a reasonable doubt. Following the image, guns and tattoos, but I'm better off without you. I'm better off without yelling who's the hardest out. I'm better off without selling drugs and maybe rap too. I'm better off without know the truth. I don't gotta ask you beyond a reasonable doubt. Following the image, guns and tattoos, but I'm better off without. Yo, I'm better off without. Yo, I'm better off without.
Never been the one to need the flashy shit. Give me a big bag of weed and a broke down whip. A little JD for when I'm parking it, and I'ma go drunk, stumble in the park a bit. I got blue collar dreams and a black tee on, fresh ass kicks and my swagger on. I feed 2 kids and that's all I need is to provide for my fucking family. I don't need flash cash in the hood, I'd rather spend that cash fast on the good. And I don't need y'all to see my views, that's cool shit. I don't do this for you, I do this for me. Now not to sound conceited, but what I need is for you weaklings to see I cannot be defeated. I got problems, we all got them, but I never need a 9, cause added 9 is adding time, turning a 1 into a dime. You can be the hardest out, but I'm the smart one, and knew when to get out the game, a fucking veteran. Knowing I did it better than the gangsters in the pen, serving sentences. The shit was amazing, had massive stats from just passing stacks. Gave props, I'm out with cash in hand. Thank God I'm out, though shit went bad. Learn fast, I'm better off without shit like that. Shit like that.
Yelling who's the hardest out. I'm better off without selling drugs and maybe rap too. I'm better off without know the truth. I don't gotta ask you beyond a reasonable doubt. Following the image, guns and tattoos, but I'm better off without you. I'm better off without yelling who's the hardest out. I'm better off without selling drugs and maybe rap too. I'm better off without know the truth. I don't gotta ask you beyond a reasonable doubt. Following the image, guns and tattoos, but I'm better off without. Yo, I'm better off without. Yo, I'm better off without.
All right, we're talking about how music can grasp the listener based on how well it's written to relate to individuals on their own experience. And it makes sense. I find I'm more inclined to listen to the tracks that have something to do with my life or are made by people that I either know or have worked with or indirectly associated with or directly associated with in support. Or aren't empty vessels. There's a lot of people who would rather just conform to the commercial prototype in order to fill a cookie cutter mold that eventually you still have to find other means to establish yourself with. Because if you're doing the same thing as what they're doing, then they kind of don't need you to do it because it's already being done. Originality, oh my gosh.
Well, it's like fucking expendable assets.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. They're creating more expendable assets while dumbing down the intellectual integrity of society. But if you were to see me in public, they'd convince you I'm an ignorant individual. Either way, Block Talks episode 42, we've had EBO 3.14. Everything but ordinary is coming to your front door. We gonna get into some more conversations about LA beef as the details come through. Shout outs to Jay Ash, Jay Ari. You got Stoddy P, Interb, Tyler Pink. Got the Whitefinger. You got the neighbors. You know what I mean? Gotta thank everybody who hasn't pulled the plug on this yet. By the way, plugs, still waiting for those deliveries, and I have your footage right now, so I'm going to be forwarding it to you. Let's Beef Radio. If y'all got an extra $2, put it towards the site. You're going to be putting it towards yourself. All right? When you get the memo, type the memo as to what you want that money to go towards. As for now, our collective efforts should go towards making Let's Beef.com battle ready for mobile. And I'm sure if all of us are working on it, it'll be a lot easier than if only one of us are working on it. Put it this way, 1,000 people, $5. 100 people, $50. You get the math. All right, well, we're going to switch it up on the closing. Sayonara is going to play on the exit. Bless up. Block out. Oh, gotta shout out the parents and the grandparents. And the parents and the grandparents. Let's go.
Let's go. Hit 'em up like what you need though. Put your fam in black tuxedos. Try and take my cash like craps in casinos. Don't need your type of